resistance at 32 for a while now. False break. Wait, no. RSI's at 30. Tight build up, 30 to 32. No way. Holy shit. It's coming.
Well, welcome to an eventful, action-packed, and what else can happen in this world? Stock Talk Live. First off, two banks went under. Signature and Silicon Valley Bank. That was a problem. Credit Suisse is literally on their last leg, and that's kind of a problem. And let's just be honest, folks. What caused all this? Massachusetts opens for online betting, and the whole world goes to freaking hell. Some people might blame that. What do I think? I don't really know. But with that, let's get to the show. Dude, what a fucking week.
Yeah, in a week, two banks went under. One Friday, that was Silicon Valley Bank.
Yep.
And then over the weekend on Sunday, the FDIC shut down Signature Bank of New York.
Yep.
And it makes you think, like, how bad was it at Silicon Valley Bank that they couldn't even survive to the closing bell on Friday? Like, and same thing with Signature. Like, how bad was it that you didn't even open on Monday?
Yeah, I mean, they probably obviously it was very bad. I mean, my guess is with Silicon Valley Bank. They probably knew it was like the government and whatnot, and other banks like knew it was happening. They probably called in to do like audit teams to fly in, do due diligence and whatnot. I'm guessing they obviously didn't get that very far before that they realized, number one, that these assets aren't, the assets that are backing these deposits aren't really worth anything, or they're not worth it what they said they were. And number two, like, this bank probably doesn't have enough money to open up in the morning on Saturday for, and it's real. You can't. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, literally, 72 hours? You have two banks go down?
Boom.
Yeah.
And more on the brink. Yeah. Schwab was super volatile this week.
Schwab, Credit Suisse, a lot of the local regionals are just trading like freaking penny stocks, going up 40% one day, down 40% the next day. I mean, it's insane.
Like 15 minutes ago, we got the headline from Bloomberg on First Republic Bank. They're exploring options, including a sale.
I think they kind of have to. I hate to say that, but I think that a lot of things are like coming into play. Like, you're starting to see a lot of shades from like 2008 into this. Like, literally, like, Bear Stearns went down after what's it called? Like, literally overnight, and you see Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. I mean, one of the main things I believe that was a huge driver was, when they looked at their mark to market assets. I mean, it was off like 2.1. It was off a ton of money.
Yes.
It was like 200. I forget the exact number, but it wasn't close to like 200 billion or something. Not 200 billion, but like $2 billion they sold. They couldn't
billions.
sell.
Yeah, billions. Well, my understanding was they had to shore up some liquidity. They sold securities at a loss, and their depositors and investors saw that and said, if you're selling stuff at a loss to drum up cash, do you have enough cash for my cash? I better take it out.
Yeah, I think that's what inspired it. I mean, and kudos to I just don't understand how you freaking misprice assets of $2.1 billion and keep that on the books. Like, I don't get that at all. Like, I mean, your valuation team has to be smarter than that.
I have per CNBC as of December 2022, 95% of Silicon Valley Bank's deposits were FDIC uninsured. So
Yeah,
that's
it's-
over 250,000.
Yep.
So what I don't like is this media spin trying to convince people that retail investors or depositors are the ones causing this bank run when only 5% of that, like, come on, man. If
Yeah.
people running down to pull 5-10 grand out of the bank, that's not causing the bank run.
No, it's not. I mean, I think,
And they're not doing that because you up to 250,000 is insured. You're good.
yeah. No, I mean, I think a lot of Silicon Valley, firms and whatnot had, much more than the FDIC, and they were trying to get their money out, which, is understandable. I mean, hell, Roku lost like 20% of their cash or something like that because it was in Silicon Valley Bank, which is a huge number. I mean, and I know like it's going to be backed and they'll get it back and whatnot by the feds and, backed by the feds and whatnot. But, that, I mean, it's just like, it's like, what are we doing here? And it also begs the question. It's like, like the audit firm, I know KPMG. I mean, how the hell did they get a clean bill of health? Like how?
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand that. But like, I mean, there's so many things that like led to this, right? Like you have like a valuation of securities that was $2 billion short, right? It's not like $2, like whatever. It's 2 billion. Like that's insane. Someone had to like sign off on that, like many levels of review.
Yep.
Like every night, like reprice these out and be like, oh hey, like whatever. So that's insane. The fact that like the audit firm didn't catch that's insane. Like no one, like this bank got a clean bill of health. I mean, I think a lot of people are wondering, with politics and stuff, like, how come all of a sudden like all these assets are getting backed? I mean, there's so many like powerful people in California like who have like money at this bank that's locked up right now, or may not be locked up, but they would have lost the money if the feds didn't step in. I mean, there's also rumors going around, that Gavin Newsom personally lobbied for this. So, it's like, but I mean, as a whole for America, it just shatters confidence in the banking system right now, completely. Scary.
Businesses getting their money back, that ties into tonight's episode title. It's not a bailout. A bailout would be the taxpayers, you guys screwed up. All right, we'll bail you out.
Yeah.
This is, the funds are, I believe, coming from a collective fund that banks pay into.
Yeah. But in the FDIC, yeah, I mean, the Treasury is going to have to get the money somehow. I mean, but and there is like a major there's a major reasons why the Fed and Yellen and all them do not want contagion on this, and that there was such a such a prompt response, because if one bank goes down, they're all can go down.
You're seeing a lot of money move into the big banks, the JP Morgans, the Bank of Americas.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, but I think it's just one of those things, unfortunately, like where you want to go to like a bigger firm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but in some ways, like bigger is better. But it's like, what are you going to do? It's not what are you going to do. I mean, you got to protect your money, but
right.
I don't know. It's like I mean, a lot of people talk about it, but like, where does the banking system go from here? We haven't even gotten into signature. I mean, that's crazy in itself. Like
on a Sunday, they cited systemic risk.
I can see that.
That's the thing is this is about risk management.
Yeah.
You're investing these dollars and interest rates are going up, you're getting killed.
Yeah.
Then you sell at a loss, and people say, "Oh, why are they selling this stuff at a loss? They need cash," and then just it spirals out of control.
No, I mean, I still can't like. I mean, I thought that after 2008 we would have a better handle on this, where stuff couldn't go down like overnight. And literally, I mean, history is repeating itself. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, Signature. I mean, to be honest, like obviously they didn't. I think that might be a classic example of they just didn't have enough money to open in the morning. So I figure why.
Yeah.
I mean, so figure why not? Why open? And
Right.
just. I mean, what are you going to tell people? Be like, hey, like I don't have any money. See ya. I mean, that could get pretty ugly pretty quick.
Pass that news on the weekend.
Yeah,
exactly. I did find the stat: median bank account balance in the U.S. 5,300. So yeah, I wouldn't say that this is retail depositors causing this bank run.
No, not at all. I mean, I think. I mean, I think a lot of major companies though cause this. To be honest, I mean, it's like the Google. The Googles, the Amazons, the hedge funds. I mean, I'd love to know how much money these guys had in there. I know that's not public information, but I'd love to know.
I got another stat here. On Thursday, $42 billion was withdrawn from Silicon Valley Bank. That's $4.2 billion an hour.
Wow.
The previous largest bank run in modern U.S. history was Washington Mutual Bank in 2008, totaled $16.7 billion over 10 days.
Yeah,
so
that one picked up. I mean, that one really picked up steam.
I mean, I think there's more money in circulation right now, so it's a little bit different. But that's $42 billion in a day. Whew.
I mean, that's about as close to a mass panic as you'll see. I mean, honestly, like, like I mean, that's basically a bank panic. Like in modern times. I mean, there's been bank panics in the past in the 30s and like I think it was like 1907 or 8, but like $42 billion in literally a day is basically a panic, which is staggering considering. Like,
And I don't like this narrative that's being pushed where, a single tweet can start a bank run. Like, give me a break, man. That's like we talked about before. Eli Lilly, their stock tanked, and it was because of a fake Twitter account.
Yeah,
because you could get the blue check, and somebody made a fake Twitter account and said that insulin was going to be free. And they blame the stock crash on that, like a tweet. Really, people aren't that dumb.
No, I just think that people heard about what was happening, and it's just the herd mentality. I don't think that's anything different than, I mean.
Well, somebody with millions of dollars there pulls their money and says to their friend, hey, by the way, you own a large business with millions of dollars in that bank. Like, you might want to look into this.
That. Yeah. I mean, I just wonder, just the effects of this. I mean, the market's just been on a fucking tear down ever since this hit. Yields are crashing. I mean, all interest rate expectations are done. I mean, they think they're going to do another 25 bips and then just call it a day. I mean, they were hiking like interest rate cuts in September. I mean, I'll believe that when I see it, but hey, who knows? But I just don't. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. And then then this morning the headlines hit Credit Suisse.
Been talking about him for months.
Yeah. I just
so going back a few days since we were last on a week ago on Credit Suisse. I had something. Their regulatory compliance head left as part of a wider overhaul. Interesting timing.
Yeah, that's very interesting timing. I mean, did he just leave a couple days ago, basically?
I had that headline from Reuters, a Reuters exclusive on the 9th.
And that was a week before
So,
the Saudis said that
Thursday.
they weren't going to bail him out.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, I think it must be bad if that someone is cutting off basically funding and saying, like, forget this. Like, I'm all set, obviously.
Just as I scroll, Silicon Valley Bank also deleted their Twitter account this week. Well, they don't exist anymore, so.
Yeah, I know. So you might as well just, it's an interesting move. Man. I'm still just dumbfounded. I mean, Credit Suisse is a mess. I mean, they're basically being traded like a bankrupt company right now. I mean, their bonds are like tanking. Their credit default swaps are just basically a straight line to the moon.
I mean, the 1 year I saw it was over 900 today.
Yeah, the 5 year.
I read that when Lehman Brothers went down, was around 650.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
take that with a grain of salt.
Even if they do get national backing from the Swiss, I mean, eventually someone's just going to say, like, we can't backstop all this. And if that does happen, obviously the Eurozone economy is going to hit the fucking bricks in a heartbeat. But it's just insane, man. I think it was the 1 year credit default swap for them was 2,200 basis points. I mean, which is nuts, considering 1 basis point is like $10,000. So, yeah, it's expensive default protection.
Yeah, they were down 25% pre-market today. Just looking at a couple of my notes, and the headline that I had was top investor ruled out offering further financial assistance. That's the Saudis.
Yeah. It's just insane, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what in God's name they're going to do. It's like, because I don't think no one's going to buy them. I know Kramer thinks they are. But I don't think anyone's going to buy Credit Suisse.
Yeah, I saw on Zero Hedge today, they're basically begging someone to issue any kind of anyone to issue a statement of confidence in them.
Yeah, I mean,
just give a statement. You don't have to back us. Just say that you have confidence in us.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very hard for them to find a dance partner at all. I think eventually probably what will happen is that, they'll go bankrupt and then basically they'll just get gobbled up and all the toxic assets that no one's going to take those on, but all the ones that are legit, and, similar to like Lehman Brothers situation, it's just insane, man. I mean,
yeah. Remember who recommended Credit Suisse?
You keep talking about a Lehman moment. I keep thinking you're finally going to be able to get a bank merger.
Yeah.
And whoever gets Credit Suisse is going to do quite well if you can cordon off those losses, because, boy, that is some great franchise.
How's that working out for you? I mean, well, did you see what he said about?
That's an old clip. I had that in like October.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, he recommended Silicon Valley Bank right before they went under too. I mean,
a month ago.
I know it.
A month ago.
It really begs the question.
Then he said First Republic too.
Yeah,
Dude, they just got downgraded to junk today
by
the S&P.
It really
the inverse Kramer is a real thing. That's financial advice.
Yeah.
Fade Kramer. He's had some big L's lately.
Dude, fade him hard. Completely hard.
I mean, he was crying after he recommended Facebook.
Yeah.
And they tanked.
They're laying off another 10,000 today.
Credit Suisse. Basically, Bitcoin does the opposite of what he says.
Yeah.
Bitcoin tanked last week like 9% in a day. I think it was Thursday. But now they're ripping hard. They're up over 25K.
Yeah, gold's ripping hard too.
Gold might hit 2,000.
Yeah, it's in 1927. I mean, you know, it is like what, you know, you got to go to your safe havens, and your safe havens right now, unfortunately, are gold and are, you know, Bitcoin for all the people who think that.
Just one other thing on Credit
Oh.
Suisse. I didn't get the closing number for their credit default swaps, which is basically like insurance in case they fail.
Yeah.
Was up over 100% today, reaching 983 or more.
Yeah, it's insane. That,
Thanks for that, Tone.
yeah. No, I mean, I think sometimes
Kramer's a big dummy.
Yeah, he is, dude. He's awful. I mean, he's awful. I think some ways too, it's like, you know, man. I mean, it really begs to wonder, like, how does he still have a job at CNBC?
Jimmy
Like,
Chill.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, how many times is he going to keep doing this? I mean, he did it with freaking Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. He did it with Bear Stearns. I just makes you wonder, man. Makes you wonder. I just don't see how the heck he can survive. I know he will, but it's just you can't be losing
Because he's
like,
convincing. That's why.
Yeah, but he's losing
He's
like
a
people
salesman.
billions. He's losing people billions of dollars, man. It's just insane. Guy's a fucking dope. I mean, it's just nonsense.
So one last thing on Credit Suisse from Bloomberg. The Swiss National Bank will provide liquidity to Credit Suisse if needed. So they pledge that support.
Yeah, how much the Swiss National, whoa, jeez. I mean, how much money do they have? I mean, how much can they backstop? I mean, they took a huge loss this year anyway. I mean,
130 plus billion.
Yeah, I mean, where are they getting their money? Fucking from the ECB? Like, good luck with that. And like what, like 3% or something? Like, yeah. Like, I just don't understand. Like, where they? I wish they just had a more concrete plan that will backstop them. Like, awesome. I mean, and when that goes wrong, what are we gonna do? Like, go hit up the IMF? Like, I just like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Like, and obviously this isn't gonna help the economy, like in any sort of way. Like, this is not like, you know, bank turmoil.
Save your money. Save your money.
I mean, I know it also, like, I don't know if you have an online savings account, but it's also put, like, a lot of these, like, it's putting pressure on the, you know, whoever's offering these to offer competitive rates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Capital One rate's like trash right now still. It's just like, all right, see you later. but, you know, let's talk about something positive, you know. Finally happened in Massachusetts, you know, finally have online.
Here we go.
Finally have online, you know, betting for everyone, which is great. You know, 400,000 people signed up. Finally, the state got it together a little bit. You know, it's just
a lot following the Twitter touts.
What's up?
I lost a lot following the Twitter touts. Everybody's got great gambling picks now. They're giving out losers.
Oh, in Massachusetts, yeah. I mean,
all the Massachusetts residents. Everybody's a gambler now. Everybody's got hot picks, and they all stink.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry.
happy.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be either.
You had a great weekend. You're like, you text me over the weekend, you know, I'm up X amount. It's like, what? Dude, like, why are you hiding these picks from me?
One of them was at close to midnight. Yeah.
If you're sharp, I don't care if it's midnight. I stay up later than you. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you probably do,
dude. Don't be hiding picks. If you got a sharp pick, I want to know.
Well, no, one of them was like, draft. So like, I didn't even know they did this, but like, apparently now, like, you know, just in case we needed to make gambling more addictive, you can actually bet on the next basket for, you know, for any college basket. Yes, like
I haven't seen that in New York.
Yeah, I discovered it by accident. So, you know,
we just got the race book.
Yeah. So basically, in the next basket, you can it's basically like live for like 15 seconds, obviously.
Right.
So let me get their name. I don't want to fuck this college name up. So hold on. Just okay. So I'd like to give a personal MVP award to UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara during when the score was 23-23. Because what happened was who they were playing, I put like I think it was like a couple $25 bets on $25 bets on the next points that are scored is going to be a UC Santa Barbara 3-pointer. So on the app, the other team came down and they bricked it. So then the UC Santa Barbara and then UC Santa Barbara, missed it like always. So but I quickly looked and I saw the odds. It was like, and I'll read these off. I don't want to take up too much time, but so the odds when I placed this were the 3 bets were plus 650, plus 650, and plus plus 700.
Woo.
So the other team basically came down, and I was like, and basically, like on the DraftKings app, they do the stupid lines. So the line was literally like right under the basket, and I was like, well, hey, that was fun. So yeah, somehow he missed it. So shout out to that guy. Appreciate you. So basically, UC Santa Barbara launched a couple fairy goat long passes into the corner, and guy just hit a magical 3-pointer. And
Bang.
Bang.
Bank.
Yeah, I just put down my phone, went to bed, and just cashed that right out in the morning. Also, shout out to Yale basketball. Appreciate you. And what else we got here? Yep, shout out to Yale. Yep, the Bees. Appreciate you. 5th goal. That was a nice one. And shout out to some ping pong players. Appreciate you.
Ping pong, huh?
Yeah, hey man. Yeah,
That's a degen bet.
it was, but but hey, what are you gonna do?
Name one ping pong player.
I should have it in front of me. Adam Dos. He's a good dude. I have no idea. But no, because you play across multiple platforms, and then like because I did FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever, and then I signed up for MGM. So I just hit like 3. I hit like 3 in a row for the winning. What's it called? The winning margin.
Nice.
So that was 250, right? I mean, so cash out, never leave it in. You're up. The whole point is to take money out and whatever.
Right.
Not let it ride and be an idiot. So just did that. It was funny though, on a business to kind of bring this to business here. I don't know how I would speculate if FanDuel is actually doing well because when I basically the original promotion was like bet 5 get 100, and then on Saturday midday it actually turns into bet 5 like get 200. So a lot of Massachusetts residents were pissed and basically tweeting about it, being like, hey, I signed up early, I showed loyalty, and this is what I get, and like whatnot. So I guess if you were
kind of shitty.
Yeah, it was. So I clapped back at them and said what the fuck, and I didn't say that. I just said, hey, I'm really enjoying my FanDuel all 12 hours at that point, and they actually gave me the other 100, which was nice of them. Yeah, so that was nice of them. So oh yeah, there was something there too. Let me grab it. Shit. Sorry, I should have came a little bit more prepared. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Come on. So, good old FanDuel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't give you the. God damn it! It didn't give you like who to shout out to. I mean, what the hell? What are you gonna do?
I'm a FanDuel guy too. Converted.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not. Give you a lot of give you a lot of good stuff, and I mean they're nice to you.
I like how they have additional lines. You can kind of move the line. Like
yeah, I like that too. Yeah,
I know Montante is a big fan of a center hitting like 2 threes, something like that, instead of instead of betting one, do something in a long shot, and maybe something weird happens.
Oh yeah, shout out to San Diego State on FanDuel. Appreciate you guys. If you're in the area, come by to Pravetti's. Yeah, because they came back. That was nice. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, I think it's really gone well for Mass. I expected to be a little bit more screwed up than it was. It's been smooth. Unfortunately, the only annoying thing is that basically the what's it called? The commercials for all this is starting to get really fucking annoying.
Yep.
Like,
make
really
every moment more.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I think
crazy happens.
Yeah, like I was watching the Bruins game and there was like 15 like commercials in a row. I was like, wow, this is great. Yeah,
I think hockey fans and degenerate gamblers are, there's the Venn diagram of that fan base.
Yeah. So you might be asking, well, what am I going to do? Well, this is just basically going to home repairs, as it should. So
hey,
that's it.
Money you didn't have.
Yeah, damn right. Yep. So yeah. But I'm interested to see so they said Massachusetts was had the most like signups, I guess, with like 400,000. I would be very interested to see how many of those accounts are actually active in like a month or two.
Right.
I mean, I think that's I think that's big time misleading.
Yeah, when they get you to come in for $20, a $20 deposit, you just got to do 5 real cash and you get all these bonus bets. They're going to keep you around for a little bit. But once that's dried up, you're going to deposit more.
Yeah, I'm interested to see too with what's going on in the financial markets. Like, so one of the big things that people were talking about was, and obviously I had some help in this. I mean, let's just be real. But when they're the books are making like if the Celtics score 1 point, get $50 or something like that.
Yep.
And it was the Bruins like one shot. I mean, and I think tomorrow FanDuel has they have like if Maryland or West Virginia scores 1 point, you get like $50 or something. So
yeah, I saw like Golden State to have 1 dunk or 1 3. These things that are certainties.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see tomorrow if any of those like pop up, like just on the rando, because if they're not getting the action that they say, they need people to have a few. And I realize, it's the tournament, but I'm just saying, man, like,
I'm seeing some promos start funneling into my account. I think that's related to Massachusetts. People like myself here in New York, a little jealous of these sign-up bonuses and the offers that you're getting for essentially free money. I'm getting a couple, profit, 50% profit boosts and things like that. $20 risk-free.
Yeah, I mean, am I really gonna place a wager down on the next 3-pointer from Santa Clara if it's my actual own fucking money? No, I'm not a prophet, but if you're going to give me a bonus, yeah, absolutely. It's 700 odds. Yeah, sounds good.
Take a shot.
Yeah, shout out to that kid. Anytime you want to go to Pravetti's, hit me up. I'm interested to see, to kind of elaborate on that, if we do hit a recession, so what are other books going to open in Mass or whatnot, and to see kind of where, if this is the big money maker that they think it is,
Right now, it is because of the tournament.
But in a couple weeks,
yeah,
I don't know. Not a big
hard
baseball.
to say.
Yeah, no.
They missed out on the Super Bowl. Of course, would have been real nice.
Yeah, you would have thought someone handled that, But what are you gonna do? I'm surprised to see that, I am starting to see, there are signs of stress in, obviously domestically, and not really just from the normal things that we've talked about, with the housing market and stuff, just real life, monetary stress. I mean, there's someone who was, when I took the train and whatnot, he was telling me that, you know, he's not seeing like the people even buying the things that they normally do anymore. It's just like people are just like, hunkering down and trying to get through the winter. And what I mean, I
Yeah.
realize winter's almost over, but you know, I don't know. And I guess I will tweet out the next time I think Santa Barbara's going to hit a 3. You know, well, not watching the game, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you got a sharp pick, I mean, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to have it.
No,
I don't want to be missing out. I've turned to full fade Tante. I'm done following his picks. He hit last night.
Oh, on what? I
Pitt.
didn't even see. Oh.
Pitt +2. Some questionable officiating in that game against Mississippi State. But he's giving out all these picks. This is a lock. What did he have for Sunday? Like the World Baseball Classic, and he's like, "This is a lock," and 7-1 loser. And it's like, dude, don't go saying lock because I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, no. The World Baseball Classic is.
I hate baseball, but if you tell me you got a lock, I'm gonna follow it. But now I'm gonna fade all of your picks.
Oh, it's tough.
It's you know what? It's karma because I gave him. I said, you know, biggest bet of my life, Tennessee team total over, and they got rocked by South Carolina.
Yeah,
and that shut me off of gambling for months.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's karma. I deserve it.
No, I mean, it's tough, you know.
If you're really confident in a pick, share it with your boys.
No, it's true. It's true. I will say though, like, the one thing I was surprised about the Massachusetts is just the amount of commercials that they're having for this. Like, I mean, it's insane. As I said before, it's insane. But like, everyone knows about this, has known about this now for like 2 months. There's no reason to advertise this so much on TV. None. Like, everyone knows. I mean, people at my work, for fucking God's sakes, have like circled this day on like Friday on their calendar.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly. I mean, I went into work, you know, had a good time and just, you know, just kick the tires and light the fires after that. But I just, like, I just don't understand, like, why they see the need for advertising revenue. Like, to spend this much money on advertising is crazy to me.
That's why I was bullish on Penn, because they don't have to advertise like these other companies, the DraftKings, the FanDuels, the MGMs, the Points Bets, Bally's.
The one thing that I was shocked at is they had the absolute fucking worst promotion in Mass.
Oh yeah,
it was almost borderline insulting. I was just like, yeah, dude. Like,
no, I
don't think
Massachusetts, I would have been insulted.
I don't think I'm wrong in that either.
You're not.
I don't think I'm like being like a, you know, I don't think I'm being like overreacting. I mean, you know, when you have like FanDuel and all them giving out $200 and you're just giving out 2 bets on championships that, you know,
you're not going to get any payoff for months, bro.
Yeah, like
3 months.
Why do I even bother with you? It's like, so the one thing that, like, to switch to finance, whatever, who would have thought we would be talking about rate cuts again on the table? And does this save the housing market from freaking impending doom? I mean, I don't know either, to be honest with you. I mean, the one thing I am kind of wondering is, after this bank panic, so, okay, let's just throw it out. Who's next to go down domestically? I mean, I know First Republic's trying to get a sale. Like, are they next on the chopping block and we just don't know it?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I mean,
the downgrade to junk today.
Oh, God, yeah, I know.
Monday, they were down 40% pre-market.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
A lot of these small regional banks are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but not Portland, Maine in a week and a half, because, you know, all the Mena fans are going to be one one nation economic stimulus package.
Exactly.
So basically for Portland. So
No, it'd be a good time.
it'd be a great time. I'm excited. It'd be good. I saw GME today hit 16, I think.
Under 16.
Oh Jesus! Wow.
It came back a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was under 16, and I put in the buy order.
Yeah, that's
So
a good move.
I bought more shares.
You're averaging down, right? Obviously.
Yeah, big time.
No, you
Oh,
have
because
to.
I bought a share 2 years ago at 200 something.
Oh yeah, you have to average down. I mean,
So no, I'm happy where I'm. Well, and all those shares got split by into 4.
yeah, no, definitely.
So I'm happy with where I'm at.
Yeah,
Trying to add more. You tank the price to something that looks outrageous to me, I'll buy it. My thesis hasn't changed. And
No.
I think the stock's going up in the next week because they're reporting earnings 6 days from now.
oh no, yeah.
Consensus is that earnings per share is going to increase about 50% from Q4.
Oh, nice.
So
No, that's good. I mean,
I'm looking forward to it. I saw NASDAQ put out the saying that GameStop's oversold.
oh really?
And then I looked on Fidelity, and this is just what Fidelity reports. I don't know what I'm not pulling it up because every time I pull it up, it lags, and I can tell that I'm lagging because you like hesitate.
Yeah.
But their buy to sell ratio, it's looking like 95-5.
Oh
Buy
wow.
to sell. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's always like that. Through Fidelity, they show it's everybody's buying, but the stock just keeps going down. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, not at all. I mean, there's obviously other people at work. I mean,
I think they're
maybe,
routing to dark pools, internalizing a lot of those buy orders so they don't hit the lit exchange. They don't affect the price as they should.
No, absolutely. And I think I don't know, maybe Ken Griffin has something to do with all this, Now that he thinks capitalism's ending.
Yep. He was in the news. I messaged you that. Where is it? Ken Griffin of Citadel has said, because the Federal Reserve intervened in Silicon Valley Bank, U.S. capitalism is, quote, breaking down before our eyes. That's per Financial Times. So if he's mad, then why would he be mad? My speculation is he bet against all those tech companies.
No, absolutely.
And now it's not a bailout. They're being economically aided, I guess.
Yeah, basically. It's a good way to put it. I mean, they are being basically economically aided. It's something, man. It's something.
It's like he's got so much money that he can just bet against these companies, and then when they go out of business, he reaps all the profits. It's almost like sitting down at a poker table with the table minimum, and the person next to you is the chip leader on your right, and because you're just going to get bullied, and you can't hang.
No, I know.
What are you going to do? Double up. It's good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah. And speaking of cashing out, when you're betting against something, saw in Forbes today, Robinhood users say the trading app won't cash in their profitable bets against Silicon Valley Bank. So some people looked at the tape and they bought put options against Silicon Valley Bank, betting that the share price would go down. And now that they're out of business, Robinhood won't let you sell those put contracts. So first they turn off the buy button, and now they turn off the sell button.
Yeah.
Robinhood is not your friend.
No, not at all. I'm surprised they're even. I mean, that's just ridiculous, honestly.
They do not have your best interests in mind as a client of theirs.
No, that's
I
absolutely
don't have
insane.
I don't have a penny in Robinhood.
No, you'd be better off putting it under your mattress, to be honest. I mean, that's just insane. that is just awful.
I think a lot of brokers don't have your best interests in mind, but Robinhood has displayed it multiple times now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
People want to buy more GameStop, more AMC, more BlackBerry, whatever. Cost was another one. They turned off the buy button. You couldn't even search for those tickers on their platform.
Yeah.
And then now people are holding a winning ticket and they're not allowed to cash it. I want to sell this. I'm holding
I know.
sell it. You can't. It's useless then.
Yeah. No, it's beyond ridiculous.
Bad business.
Oh, it's a very bad business. It's insane.
I had one more on crypto.
Yeah.
I just spoiled it. But Reuters reported today the Federal Reserve has announced it will launch the service FedNow in July, which will allow banks to instantly transfer payments across the financial system. That sounds exactly like crypto.
Yeah, it basically is. Yeah.
I mean, they want the blockchain without saying blockchain.
Yeah.
That's, I think, what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Thought that was an interesting one.
Yeah. No, I mean,
this is my personal political views a little bit. I'm vehemently against digital currency.
Yeah.
A national one, like a government U.S. backed digital currency. Very, very, very much against that. Can't express how against that I am.
Yeah, I
want to track you.
Yeah, I think
limit what you can buy. What's Posty spending his money on? Oh, you buying beer tonight again? You know.
So
cigarettes are bad for you.
So, yeah, but like I've actually seen like in Sri Lanka, they have like a digital barcode that you have to scan, you get attached, like whatever. And I know, I think it's like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, like certain people can buy gas, and on Tuesday, Thursdays, and something else. I'm just saying, and Nigeria has been trying to implement this, but the people are very much against it. It's really
like
scary.
It one bit.
No, it's very scary. I
like the convenience of having digital dollars that I don't have to carry around, but that's about it. I don't want them tracking me. None of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And relate it back to gambling. He's funneling our digital dollars into FanDuel. You've put enough in FanDuel today. Blocked.
Yeah,
it's all it takes.
No, I know. It's. I think
these are the conversations my mom doesn't like listening to.
No, I know. It's a real slippery slope. It really is. Because I mean, if you looked at what happened in China with the whole scanning of the ID, COVID test, it's just really, it's very scary. A lot of people. I mean, whether or not you're on Democrat or Republican or Independent, whatever, Green Party, you would not want a digital currency. We need to keep what we have.
Cash is king.
Yeah, basically. That's really all I got. I don't know about you.
Just one quick scan. Oh, Apple delayed bonuses, and they extended their hiring freeze.
Yeah, that's
they're looking at. I couldn't figure out like what the headline was saying, but it was something about like they're limiting travel to cut costs even further.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's really gonna do. You know what I mean? But
I had one other thing on AMC because I'm following their meme stock saga. They were getting hammered yesterday.
Yeah, no.
And because the dilution went through.
Mm-hmm.
I never got the appeal of dilution, how that's bullish news.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't see what there is to be excited about with that.
No, not at all. No.
So my understanding is when they created the ape preferred equity token that it was 1-to-1 with AMC shares, and I think they want to convert all those into shares now.
Yeah,
Doesn't that double the outstanding shares?
Yeah,
don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
I don't know if
same
that's
here,
exactly
but
what's happening. But
it's not financial
that doesn't sound like good news.
No, not at all. No, that's not good news, to be honest with you.
Yeah, AMC getting hammered. They approved the company's proposal to convert AMC preferred equity, that's the APE ticker, units into shares of common stock per Market Watch.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
No, not at all.
But we'll see. GameStop reporting in 6 days, so
yeah, and big
I'm
obviously
expecting it to go up.
Yeah. And obviously there's going to be big news in the financial sector. Yeah. And
over under how many more banks go defunct before next week? Let's say 2.5.
So let's do kind of okay. American banks so just kind of break this up here. American banks, First Republic is as good as
they're exploring a sale.
Yeah, so that's going defunct. Like we can't, you know what I mean? Like we have no other option. So that's defunct, right? So that's one. I think one of the regionals will probably go down. So that's two. I would legit say probably two. Now, okay, but that's if like everything remains status quo till Wednesday, right? So that's just a separate thing. If Credit Suisse goes down, so
that's spicy.
Okay, yeah. So the two I just mentioned, okay, Credit Suisse, and probably at least two others. Confidently, because obviously we're not going to have the interworkings of banking here, but there's going to be people who we didn't know that are tied in Europe and stuff like that. So yeah, Friday is going to be interesting because
I'm excited.
I know. No, but don't worry, guys. We'll keep you all informed here on Stock Talk Live.
That's right.
Oh. I think there's only one thing left to do.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Got to pump it up.
Pump it up.
See you next time.
See ya.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?